Hey everyone, welcome back to Byte. It's 2025 and our smart homes are, well, smarter than ever. Your smart doorbell, Ring, Nest, you name it, is right there on the front lines, guarding your porch and pinging your phone when packages arrive. But what if I told you that same doorbell could be rolling out the red carpet for hackers? Yeah, not exactly the kind of visitor you want. So today we're diving deep into a question that should be on everyone's minds. Is your smart doorbell a hacker's welcome mat in 2025? We're talking about how these devices could potentially betray you and, more importantly, the steps you can take right now to bolt down your digital front door. Hit that subscribe button and let's get securing. Alright, first up, let's talk about something that's straight out of a sci-fi thriller camera feed hijacking. Your smart doorbell's camera, the one showing you who's at the door, letting you track your deliveries. That's a goldmine for hackers. We're talking potential live feeds of your porch, and if they're really slick, maybe even inside your home. A 2025 report from Name of Security research firm showed that a number of Ring devices had their feeds accessed by unauthorized users. Thieves were literally watching people's routines, figuring out when they were gone, and planning break-ins based on that live footage. Now, it's not always about grand theft. Sometimes it's just about creeping. There have been reports of hackers accessing doorbell cameras and just watching people, even selling the footage online. Super creepy, right? So what's the fix? Lock it down. Seriously, spend an extra 2 minutes setting a strong, unique password for your doorbell's app. And I mean a real password, not just password 123. I'm talking something like Porch 2025. You get the idea. And while you're at it, take a quick scroll through your app settings and make sure you recognize all the devices that have access to your camera feed. If something looks fishy, boot it. Moving on to risk number 2, and this one's a little sneakier: motion data leaks. Your smart doorbell is basically this little detective on your porch, logging every time someone comes or goes. But guess what? Hackers can get their hands on that data too. Just recently, there was a big story about a 2025 data leak from Arlo, a popular smart home brand. Turns out hackers were able to get their hands on tons of user data, including, you guessed it, motion sensor logs. That means they basically had a roadmap of when people were home and when their houses were sitting ducks. So, what can you do? First off, check your doorbell settings and see if it has any options for limiting data sharing. My Ring, for example, has a setting that lets me toggle off data sharing with third-party apps. And this might go without saying, but be picky about the apps you connect to your smart home devices. Do your research, read reviews, and if something feels sketchy, don't risk it. Remember, in the world of smart homes, your data is the currency. Chapter 3. Network Backdoor. Remember how I said your smart doorbell is part of your home network? Well, if a hacker manages to crack your doorbell's security, they might as well be handing out party invitations to the rest of your devices. We're talking phones, laptops, tablets, even your smart fridge if you're rocking one of those. I saw a bunch of posts a few months back about a vulnerability in some 2025 Blink doorbells. Hackers were able to exploit a weakness in the software, basically turning these doorbells into sleeper agents for botnets. These botnets could then launch attacks on other networks, all while the unsuspecting homeowner had no clue their innocent-looking doorbell was the culprit. The takeaway? Treat your doorbell security with the same seriousness you treat your Wi-Fi password. And speaking of Wi-Fi passwords, when was the last time you changed yours? If you're still rocking 1234 or password, we need to have a serious talk. Use a strong, unique password for your home network, something like Safe 2025, and enable network encryption if your router supports it. And hey, while you're at it, check for firmware updates for your smart doorbell. Remember, a secure smart home starts with a secure network. So there you have it, folks. We've covered the big 3 when it comes to smart doorbell risks in 2025: camera hijacks, motion data leaks, and those sneaky network backdoors. Look, I'm not saying you need to rip out your smart doorbell and go full analog. These devices can be super convenient, but it's all about being aware of the risks and taking steps to mitigate them. It's your digital front porch. You make the rules. Don't roll out the welcome mat for hackers. Lock it down. Catch you in the next one.